Hey guys, welcome back. In this episode, we are going to look a little bit as to how you can generate some really nice passive income. The only thing you need to do is set up the structure and then once in a while visit it to gather your profits. Let's put it that way. The first thing you need to do in order to do that is you have to go to the Anomaly and actually study the technology. So that's what we're going to do first. So you go to this guy, iteration EOS, that does the multi-tool research, and he can teach you how to craft a specific kind of visor, a survey device. In order to get there, we first have to study this waveform recycler, which is very handy for what we're going to use the visor for. So the scan radius increase is very handy. And then we can select the survey device. This device allows you to locate certain hotspots on the planet that you can use either to extract gases, you can mine for minerals or resources, or you can tap into energy hotspots. Thing is that you can set up a structure, basically an extractor kind of type of structure that will allow you to gather resources even while you're not present. Whenever you want to do this, make sure you have the nanites on you, and more importantly, make sure you have the salvaged data on you. I think you need about 40, 41. I have 46 on me because you have to research the technology itself, and you can do that here. See if I can find it real quick. Here you go. So, you first have to research the mineral extractor. Like it says, determine the site with the surveying upgrade for the analysis visor. Then, depending on the site, you can extract whatever mineral, which is dependent, as far as I know, on the type of planet. So, for example, desert planets tend to give different kind of resources than, for example, frozen planets. So first of all, we're going to study this. Then we're going to do the gas extractor. So that is already 20 salvage data total. The supply depot to store everything in, which is 30. The supply pipe to connect it all is 31. And we also want to do this electromagnetic generator, which you can then place in an area of high field strength and will provide you with almost limitless power. All combined, that costs 41 salvage data. I'm looking for something else, if there's anything else I need here. No. So that should be it. What you want to do then is you want to go back to your base. So I'm going to do that now. So when you get to your base, first thing you want to do is, in your multi-tool, you want to install those upgrades. The combat scope I haven't installed yet. This waveform recycler that we had to research before we could get to the survey device is really handy because of the scan radius. So you can see further away, and that's really handy with these hotspots. That's a good upgrade. So we'll just install that. I'll move it over here when it's done. And here we will install the survey device. So first of all, you want to install those two items. Put them in the proper spots. Then the next thing you want to do is open your build menu. And because you're going to be building, in order to set that whole structure up, you need to build a new base. Because you cannot build any of these items unless it's associated with a base. So if you, for example, go into the desert and you want trying to build this, you will see that those options are not available until you build one of those base computers. So we have to find an area that we can claim, and then we can expand there with our structures. So you can see here all the new structures: supply depot, gas extractor, mineral extractor, and the supply pipe. So what you want to do is, in case you don't find power hotspot in the area, I always make sure that I'm able to build, I would say, 4, 5 in the beginning, 4 or 5 solar panels. So you want to make sure you take those resources with you. You're going to be needing a lot of chromatic metal, a lot of metal plating, which is basically ferrite, and plenty of gold. So in order for 4, I need 120 gold. I have that all stockpiled, so that is fine. The moment we find a hotspot, we want to build down, let's say, a mineral extractor. And you can see that it's 5 metal plating. You're probably thinking that's not much, but 5 metal plating, mistaken, is quite a bit of ferrite. It's 250 ferrite dust. Especially since you're going to be building more supply depots, which is 500 ferrite dust. I usually build in the beginning 4, and you expand on that as you more resources and you grow and you want to stockpile more, so you don't have to visit it all the time. So, but let's say that you build 4 of these, you're talking about 2,000 ferrite dust, and then you have to build the supply pipes. It all adds up. You need a crap load of ferrite dust, because also you want to build the battery, so you need those items as well. So before you go to that planet, just make sure you take those items with you, because you don't want to have any surprises there. You want to be able to create a portal so you can teleport back and forth. It's not really necessary to build a whole structure there with storage units, and it depends on what you want to do. But it's basically essential that you're able to portal in, maybe have a nice landing pad for your spaceship, so that everything is set and that you can simply land go in and out to pick up your resources and sell them, or whatever you want to do with them, process them, refine them, whatever you want to do with them. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to stockpile all my resources, and for the sake of simplicity, I will simply go to a planet, see what I can find. There's one thing I do need to note, and these hotspots come in various degree of resourcefulness. I'm not sure how to better explain this. So you have a C class all the way to the S class, and as you probably can imagine, the S class is the best. So for example, the C class will give you so many resources per hour that you can mine there with your structure, and an S class does a lot more. Now it's not easy to find the S classes, and again, for the sake of simplicity, I'm not really going to hunt for one. Maybe I'm very lucky, but I will very likely find a B or a C class, and basically show you how I would set it up. I'm not an expert in this. I just want to show the basics, explain how it works, and then you can take it from there and improve on my basic structure. So I'm going to stockpile, and I will meet you on the planet. Alright guys, so I decided to go to a planet within my initial original system. The way we use this system, the visor right now, is you click on F, should go back here, because this is the normal setting that allows you to scan minerals and animals and blah blah blah. And then if you press the 3 on the keypad, then you can go to the target sweep mode, which normally helps you with questing. But now you have 3 more options, so you can actually find a power hotspot, a mineral hotspot, and a gas hotspot. Now, the irony is that if I go back to the mineral hotspot, it says it's a potential S. So that's the best you can get. So actually, let's make sure that we go in the right direction. So now we're going to make our way over there. So we're getting pretty close. A little bit of adjusting. It's scanning right now. It's apparently magnetized ferrite. Potential S. Let's see where that is at. You can kind of see that when you move closer here. So it's somewhere here.
Toxic protection falling.
So I'd say here. Alright, so it's a nice flat area to begin with. So what you want to do is, first of all, you want to plop down your base computer. and see if we can actually claim this area, because often enough you cannot claim it. We are very lucky. I've had cases where even on undiscovered planets, where I was the first person to set foot on there or whatever, that I couldn't claim it because there was a previous claim on that spot. So let's see. Turn the right mode on again. It's somewhere here. Oh, and then it swaps behind us. So it's somewhere around here, I'd say. Okay. So now we've got the mineral extractor. And we need to make that metal plating. Told you about that, you need a lot of ferrodust. So I'll make a stack of 20. Put the mineral extractor down. You can look at it. It doesn't show you the information yet. It can store 250, but it does a lot more per hour. S-class. It needs power before it gives that information. Probably build the depots on that side here, so I can some solar panels nicely on that hill here, I think. Okay, let's do that. Let's plot down 4. We want to put a battery in between. Run 2 batteries. Again, this is just a very simplistic, ugly setup. Let's get this all connected. And yes, you can connect them all to the same input. Connect the batteries. You can actually see it on the battery. The 4 solar panels generate 50 each. So the battery is actually charging up. And it's also routing some of the power to the other battery. Now we can connect that battery with our mining unit. And we get some information. Let's do that. Yep, the MIDI starts working. So it's 517 each hour. That is really nice. Now you can actually put another one next to it. I believe there used to be the case that you could put it on top of it. Because how closer you are to the central hotspot, the more it will mine. So you're trying to really squeeze it in there. I know there have been some changes. I don't think you can stack them on top of each other anymore. But I'll just like, I don't care much about how many resources. I just prefer to make it look pretty, you know. So I'll just put it here. I think I can actually connect it this way. So let's see what this can. This one does 537. This actually does more, so this is closer to the hotspot. So right now we're producing a little bit over 1,000 per hour. Okay, let's find some good spots for the depots. So to make it look a little bit prettier, I usually put some floor down. Let's put it that way. Now we're going to build the depots. And we need a boatload of metal plating for those. Depots. And you can all connect these so you don't connect them to each other. A sort of pipeline. Now, I do have to look, see where the entrance is. They have a spot where you could... maybe they have 4 spots and the other ones don't. Okay. Alright. It's not really space efficient. Let's move this one. Okay. Let's put that there. There. We got some aggressive animals on this planet. Always fun. Let's put the other 3 down. So. Okay, supply pipes. Now, this is where I have to check. Yeah, because they only have 1 exit, so... I should have moved them probably a little bit. It's not the best spot, because yeah, there's only 1 exit. And as far as I know, you cannot connect these to each other. Okay. It's not going to be pretty, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 1 depot here. 4 of these. Make it 10. I'll just put 1 here. Supply pipes there. If I'm not mistaken, you can connect those to the same input as well. Let's see what he says. Yeah, that's the total of the 2 mining devices. And it shows that right now the overall storage is 1000 from the depot plus 2 times 250 from the mining units. So those 2 inputs, they can be simply combined, and then what we do is we link this one up to all the other ones. Again, right now it's not pretty. So I should have kind of kept an eye on the output for the mining unit. So let's see, it's still connected. So if you click here, how much would it be? 7,500? Yeah, 7 units plus 2 times 250. So of course you can also move these around and spin them around so that the output would actually be here. But nah, it's just that they were already digging, so I don't do their job. Okay, so what we set up right now is 4 solar panels. They are really in a great spot, so they are going to be charging up these batteries to make sure that when it's night that this will keep going. Let's see. Yeah, so it takes about 9 minutes before it will actually provide us with the first magnetized ferret. It's not going to be the 497 because that takes an hour to get. But as you can see, you can simply leave this running and then you come back whenever you want to pick it up and process it, refine it, sell it, whatever you want to do. What I do want to check is this. We're generating 200 kilo power and we're only using 100 kilo power. So it's a surplus. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough to make it through the night though. It should be. Should I put another solar down? I might as well. Let's be on the safe side. And again, I hope it's still, I'm not sure how many connections can be made to one. It's actually giving a red right now. Okay. So now we're generating 250. That's better. We should be fine for the night. Okay. But you really don't want to forget you want to build a portal here as well. So we're going to do that as well. Because otherwise it's kind of a little bit of a pain to get here. Right, need some plates for that. And nanotubes. So I usually slap the portal in range of the batteries. And like here. Portal take, I think it uses 20 or 25. Can you see that? Yeah. 20. So not much. Alright, so the portal is working. Then what I usually do is I build a little, I can find it. I thought it was a portal. Is it up or down? Let's see. Oh, there it is. 2 microprocessors and again a boatload of metal plating. Okay. So we slap a landing pad here somewhere. This looks like a nice spot. So now we can simply teleport in whenever we want to. Pick up the resources. So we've got those 2 working. We got the 7 depots right now. And you can simply expand that. If you say I want to pick it up once a week, then you can, I don't know, you can throw 30, 40 down. I don't know what the limit is on this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run to that other hotspot. Okay, so it's 280. Let's see what we get there. Okay, so we're getting pretty close here. Aggressive animal again. Okay, so we're pretty close on top of it. It's oxygen, C-class, we knew that. So you can see that the concentration is way lower than the other one. I think the other one is at 80 or 90%. What you can do here then is, it is actually saying that we're still within our range for the base. So this is why you normally want to find a power hotspot and one of the other ones, because then you can actually power that mineral extractor or the gas extractor simply with your generator here. Then you don't have to worry about solar panels. But normally you would put this one down. You have to make some metal plating again. And you set it up the same way. It just stores the oxygen then in the depot. And it's basically self-explanatory. Alright. Well, that is the way I do it. As I said, it doesn't look pretty. And even though I'm OCD, for now this works. But yeah, feel free to expand on that. And well, if you have any questions or any tips or advice, just drop me a comment. Alright guys, next episode we will continue with our beautiful quest to see if we can bring Artemis back to life. Thank you for watching and have a great day. Bye bye.